everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Messy Monday. We're glad that you're here hanging around with us very old people doing Lego-y things. And already got some folks in the chat over there. Old and Surly, our spirit animal, is here. Big Nate Bricks, Old and Surly. We may have to have Old and Surly on just because of the name. He fits in with us quite well. Brick Smith is in the house and in the chat as well. Battery Power Bridge. Chris Campbell is here. I believe Chris Campbell is on a trip to the middle of the United States. So visiting some fam, I do believe. Battery Power Bricks is here. Brick Jedi is here. Yeah, man. Pop me an Instagram message. It'd be the easiest way for me. Find Fazoom7 on Instagram, Old and Surly, and pop me a message and everything. Oh, you got back? Dude, you went there and back that fast? That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, I hear a rumble. Do y'all hear a rumble? A fuzz? A zippy zoom or something? Oh. That may be Wyndon. Man, Wyndon, do you have something wrong with your... Is it a snowstorm in Canada? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's fine. Cos Bricks, hello. Right, Moto, hello. I don't hear it now.
It's my fan. It's 800 degrees in Florida.
Yeah, well, you can turn your fan on for that. That's fine. I don't know if you follow Matt Mitchell on social media, funny guy or whatever. He posted today, for those responsible for putting excessive heat warnings out, we know you can stop now. We're familiar with it.
100%.
All right. Cosbricks, hello. If I didn't say hello already. Brick Jedi, I don't know if I said hello. Yes, 800 degrees. That sounds about right. I was in the building all day today for the most part. And at 4:30 after staff meeting, I walked to the car and it was just like humidity went bam, walking out of that door, man. It was awful. Yeah.
Did it ruin your perm?
It did. It was disrespectful. It did. It did. It messed with my part. And right here it's okay, but if this gets dented.
Which part did it mess with?
All of them. Everyone the Lord gave me. So. All right. Well, you know what? Let's see. It's 98 degrees in Washington. Wow. A heart stroke? Oh no! I hope you never have a heart stroke before, or maybe you're having a heat stroke and just fell on the keyboard. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. It was hotter in Arkansas. Maybe so. Oh, get it. 60s in Wisconsin. Yeah. And they have all the cheese.
So. Yeah, they do.
Who cuts it?
Oh, no, Captain Xavier. I'm sorry. All right. Oh, shut up, Moto.
Right.
All right. No. Wait. What is it in Canada?
It was reasonable today. I don't know. It was
reasonable and imperial. I don't.
It was 11. It was 11 Celsius.
It was like low 80s, probably.
That's still kind of for Canada.
I don't know what it was. I was inside working all day. I don't really know. I just know it wasn't like, trees were not melting outside. I know that much.
He was slaving away in his air-conditioned basement. He doesn't know.
Actually, the basement isn't. All the air conditioning shut off in the basement because it's already too cold in here.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Oof, I would not want to be outside watching sports ball in this. And if anybody's at the Braves game right now, no, thank you.
So many years ago, I worked on a paper with a professor and another person, and the paper got published, and we got the grand total of like $100 as compensation. And so the professor suggested we should go to a Braves game and get like really good seats. This was a while ago. $100 would buy 3 pretty good seats. So we go. It's like late July, early August, and we sat right behind home plate. Great seats. I sat perfectly still and could just feel the sweat beat up on my body and slowly trickle down my back. And I said, I will never again go to a Braves game in July or August. Like, this is not fun. Like I'm just trying not to get warm. I'm trying not to move and generate any heat, and I'm still miserable.
Yeah, I was wondering, where'd you get a swamp butt from?
That's right. And when you go to a Braves game like that, you expect when the sun goes down, it's going to get better. It doesn't, but you add bugs because you can see them swarming around the lights, and then they just come find you. So, no snow up here again. Lots of maple, though, eh? Beauty. All right. Our man here hasn't been here in a bit. What's going on, bro?
Man, I'm back to the Dollar Tree and working in the evenings, and they usually get me on Monday and Thursday. But,
no.
Yep, I have my ex-wife and I have come to a understanding, and this is my space, and that's her space.
Space. Okay. Cool.
And space. Yeah. So this is who I live now, and we're working on it. Good. We're gonna get through. Getting ready for the convention. Those beautiful folks that put on the show in Atlanta in February are now going to Tampa in August. Which, why would you go further south when it's as hot as it is? Hey, that's fine with me. Yep. I'm not going outside for any reason. I will not melt on the sidewalk.
Well, the fee includes air conditioning, so that's why.
So we're setting up the castle for that. Jamie's bringing the mini castle, and Keith is bringing his Bat Cave section. So looking forward to it. I'm bringing Alex. He gets to skip school. So
yay!
Yeah. Cheers for that. And there's my box fan.
That's nice. It's very nice.
That's it. Box. It's Brick Fan Fest. That's the name of it.
Yes.
Brick Fan. I'm gonna bring this fan, and then I'm gonna build a fan out of bricks, and we'll have a fest.
You should do that.
So, laundry basket, kids' toys. They've brought them in here. My pants. Look at that. I have clothes.
Where's your pants?
Where are my pants? Oh,
okay, I looked away, and then I'm like, oh crap! That it went through my brain. What did you just do?
So I got something pretty cool at the Dollar Tree the other day.
Yes.
Which I work at, which is $1.25 for you guys that don't know. And what I got was this little beauty right here.
Is it the Lego Movie 2? Sweet.
For $1.25. Check your local Dollar Tree, folks. So there.
How many VIP points did you get?
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of being reasonable with the ex-wife, she ordered something from Lego and then got this because I didn't realize that she had our account. So she gave it to me anyway. Oh,
well, that's nice.
She still didn't want me though, so it's fine.
But you got a blue man. That's okay.
That's it. I got a keychain. So yeah, those are. What else is going on? Still working on the white Batmobile. It's under the Mario, right there. So. Oh, the cases.
You were doing a white Batmobile. That's cool.
Yeah, it was. It's off Rebrickable and it's off the Porsche. Also, these cases from Atlanta Brick Co. These aftermarket mini pig holders. I don't know how well you can see them. Just follow the finger. I absolutely, I love them.
Again, looked up and I'm like, "What's he talking about?"
Yeah. I love them. I can't get enough of them. These are awesome.
Cool.
Good deal, man. All right. Your new Lego digs looking pretty good there. That's great.
Thanks. We're gonna get it better. We're bringing those big old tables.
How's the castle?
Well, because of how life has been going, I haven't worked on it since the last show.
It's still going to be magnificent.
It always is. It always is. It just because of your spaceship.
Exactly right. That's totally right. That's totally it. Totally it.
Yeah.
Totally. Good to have you here, man. It's good to see you. I'm glad you had the evening to hang with us. Let's go from South Florida to North Montana. I mean, Canada. How are you, sir?
Technically, Florida is considered South Canada. I mean, during the winter at least. So, you could have gone that way.
Well, them snowbirds.
Yeah.
Snowbirds.
Yeah. Things are going well. I rearranged my room a bit, or at least moved my computer a bit. I'm trying this angle out. So, and I put my castle over there for the funs of it.
Oh no, that is just castle flex view right there. That's
yeah. I'm working on it a little bit here and there, so I'm going to be. That's kind of why it's there and stuff. And I was taking some photos earlier of the Royal York, so that's sitting there. But yeah, like I said, a little bit of room organization. That's about it. I was away for the weekend, so I didn't really get any building done, and I've been lazy for the parts of today that I wasn't working. So, but yeah. Oh, Montana, gotcha. Yeah.
So, and that castle and its iteration is coming to Atlanta in February. Is that correct?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Oh, great. Really have to bring my A game now? Is that what you're telling me? Okay.
You already have your A game.
Yours is better.
So yeah, and I'm just doing some photo organization tonight, trying to find a few photos that I've got of some Lego stuff that I wanted to, put in folders and stuff.
I don't know how these space guys do it, but castles sharpen castles. 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
What, do you rub the castles together? And
I don't know. Do you guys rub the spaceships together, or is that another show?
Only after a few drinks, but I don't know what that means.
You said
it. I watch too many comedians. All right, Matt, what's going on in your world, buddy?
Hey, it's busy. It's been a busy week. Today was the first day of classes, so I was back on campus. And, it's always kind of, I don't know. I always like the first day. People are bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, but not yet encouraged in skipping class. Everyone thinks the semester is going to go great, and everybody's going to get an A. Reality will set in probably pretty quickly. But so today was a good day on campus. We had our 2 cats, and we were dog sitting. So I did no Lego building because I didn't want parts sitting around where they could get chewed on by dogs. But I'm back to working on the Ninjago City expansion, the 4th unit. And so that's coming along. And today's screen name, Tom Rhinoplasty, is kind of if you're a South Park fan, there's Tom's Rhinoplasty. And today's hat is Africa Safari in the shape of a rhino, which I love this design. So we're wearing this today, and so that's my screen name for today. The other thing that happened this weekend is I got to see Mr. Dana, who has been, I won't say absent without leave because he's had leave, but got to see him, and he seemed to be doing pretty good. We talked about important topics like Legos and cats. And I also had a chance on Sunday to reconnect with one of our original frequent flyers, Maddie. So Maddie, who unfortunately works nights, and that's one reason why she doesn't join us anymore. She doesn't hate us or anything, but I did a Zoom chat with her. We're talking about reapplying to a certain TV show you may have heard of. So we're gonna come up with a strategy, but it's just good chatting with her and connecting with her. And she was starting to work on a sculpture of a giant chicken. Like, this chicken is like this big. So, she had finished the bottom of the chicken, and she showed me her chicken's feet that she had been prototyping. So good to chat with her, and she told me to say hi to everyone. Good to pick up touch base with her. And then the other thing that happened was I went to the TJ Maxx Home Goods store.
In honor of Maddie, I'm sorry.
Addie's trademark. Went to Home Goods store, and at our house, Halloween is a big opportunity to decorate. And so we go all out in our yard. We've got a giant skeleton, a giant spider, and now we have a giant tombstone that has glowing lights. So I bought a couple of things, and now, even though it's hot, I can't wait for October to get here so we can decorate for Halloween and get all that stuff together. So it's going to be fun. Looking forward to putting out that spooky stuff, and it's good to have stuff to look forward to. And Halloween's a fun week, fun month at our house. So getting ready for that stuff.
I'm just ready for chilly weather. I'm not talking about cold. I'm like big pot of chili on Saturday, eat it all day. Show up to church and go, hey kids, y'all go color that, and got to step out of the room because of chilly Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, in Michigan, where I went to college, the first 2 weeks, so like the last 2 weeks of August, it was still kind of warm and the dorms didn't have air conditioning. But usually right about Labor Day, you get that transition, and then by the end of September, the leaves are starting to fall, and the apples are coming in, and there's apple pie and cider and apple donuts, and his ears must have been burning. And of course here in September, the leaves don't turn in September in Georgia, but in Michigan they do, and that's always one of the things that's disappointing for me. September is probably my favorite month. Growing up in the Midwest, and down here it's just slightly less hot. It's not really cool yet.
No. It'll be shorts weather sometime around Christmas Eve. So Dana's here. Hello, Dana. We'll get to you in a minute. But let's check out with Mr. Sandland. What's up, man?
I'm working on a project. The Crabulons are developing technology. Humans are no match for our Crabulonic fusion.
Whoops.
Heck yeah.
Speaking of humans,
So
yes, I've been working on some crabby-looking implements.
Crab tap.
So I've got
Those are cool.
I've got some red crabby bits kind of coming together here, and I'm working on a thing that's red, and maybe in a little while it'll start looking more crabby.
Crabtacular.
Yep, so that's what
Craberific.
I'm doing. I'm working on
Crabtastic.
I'm working on Crabulon technology.
I don't give a crap.
Oh, Matt, you're making Stever's Michigan raised wife have a nostalgia fit. So
Oh, hey, I have the same nostalgia fit, so I feel that.
we'll sweat it out of you.
I may retire. We'll see.
Yeah, Mark and I chatted just hanging out online Friday. We were talking about he was building and I was building. It was kind of nice because neither one of us kind of been in that groove lately. So we got some build on this weekend, and that was a lot of fun. So, all right. Dana is with us, or I'm sorry, David Commander Zool. How are you, sir?
Call me whatever you want, but don't call me late for dinner. Is that the dad joke?
Yes, sir. That's the correct one.
That is the correct one. So, I don't know. I've been working on a bunch of different things, actually. Of course, there was the big white habitat that I did recently. I also got the Dreams tree house, which is kind of cool. And then last night, I actually built the Bowie, which is a pretty cool little thing. By the way, this is down to $80 from $100 at Walmart. But if you guys were wanting to find one, very interesting build. I do really like how the circle pieces were done. Pretty slick little set. And then I started on my journey with New Hashima. So I actually have one of the cubes started, so I get an idea of where things are going to go and how things are going to work. But I think what I'm going to do is I've been wanting to use these cubes from the video beatboxes, or the band beats. And so I've created a little frame on how to mount them.
Because that is a problem with those things.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's a trick. It's a trick because it's to get everything to work quite right. You got to do some funky snot, and I'm going to wind up using these gold rings, which is kind of interesting. But I have an idea. So I've been trying to work on 3 different projects at once by if I get bored with one of them, I'll switch gears and work on something else. So between doing the big old habitats, the new Hashima, and then today I spent a good chunk working on instructions for Space Babies Volume 2, and I hope to have that probably done before the end of the week. So that'll probably be up and readable soon.
So can we call your new Hashima unit Mordor?
Mordor?
Because you got the rings.
Ooh, there could be. There could be.
Mm.
It could be. It's got a possibility because it will have, but it won't have one ring. It's going to have like a gajillion of them, which is a concern. So my first thought was I was going to do a single stack, just one cube, but now I'm thinking I might do 2 cubes. But that's going to be pretty parts intensive just for those rings and even the little dome pieces. So time will tell. Time will tell. I don't know how ambitious I am. At least I promised at least 1 cube by Atlanta BrickCon. We'll see if it turns into 2. Time will tell.
Okay.
So
yeah, you're going to build 17.
No.
He's going to build 1 for each color of Space Baby. These things are going to merge together, and it's going to be like a whirlpool. And the Space Babies, monochrome habitats, and the new Hashima are some going to combine into like a mega structure.
Well, Meredith already told me that I can't do a monochrome new Hashima because that goes against the whole new Hashima philosophy. And she I even showed her like some test pieces I was working on. She goes, her first response was, "Needs more color. Needs more color." So
hey, rules
more
are made
color.
to be broken. Yeah, just color.
But time will tell. Oh, and then also, if you're on the Instagrams and you do that kind of viewing thing, I'm doing a builder showcase with Kate Brick Huntress on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific. So I'm assuming that's got to be 11 o'clock my time, I guess, give or take.
You should probably know what time it is.
I should. I think there will be an announcement on Instagram probably later this evening, or there might have already been on it today, and I'll repost it and I'll know what time I'm going to be on it. So yeah, she and I will be chatting about monochrome and all my habitats on Wednesday for about an hour or so. So you can stop on by on the Instagram to take a peek what's going on. So
What time on Wednesday? Don't know.
6 p.m. I know it's 6 p.m. Pacific, so I'm assuming that's 11 o'clock Eastern.
Sure.
You know what would be funny is if you made it so that from the outside your new Hashima had color, but then like the door swings open and you reveal like monochrome and Space Babies. Just saying.
Actually, if I do things kind of the way I would like to, I might do it like, because I'm going to do it like gray is going to be the main structure, but it might be blue would be the secondary color, and then I'll just start throwing in some trans yellow for fun, just to see. Even though the cubes themselves are not trans yellow, I could dye them trans yellow, which would then also bring my dark arts into the new Hashima as well. So we'll see. I might make them yellow. That could be fun.
What I heard is Dana's not bringing Moonbase to Atlanta. That's what I heard.
All right.
I heard
So interesting thing that you bring that up. I don't know how we're going to do Atlanta this year.
What do you mean?
I mean,
1 brick at a time.
well,
What do you mean? I'm bringing a giant mosaic. I don't know how.
Castle.
all right. So let me rephrase this. I don't know how I'm going to do Atlanta this year because there's going to be Bowie, because I got to bring Bowie. It'll be its first home showing, so that's got to come. That takes about 2 hours. Although because I don't have to break it down as much, I can probably reduce the time. So maybe we'll call Bowie an hour to set him up. Maybe I don't bring the monochrome habitats this year. I don't know.
Yeah, but those take like 5 minutes to set up.
That's true. They don't take that long. But then it's going to be baby space in its full endeavor. But granted, I won't have to box it up as much because I won't be reduced to a small amount of space. Space. So, but Moonbase takes so much time.
So what Dana's saying is he has a first person or first world problem, AFOL problem. Shut up, Dana.
Too much stuff.
Sounds like Dana needs to say, "I'll bring my Moonbase modules, but somebody else has to pay."
I like it.
You know what? Since our Moonbase is mostly in-house, we need to pre-lay it out and just so we can drop. You know what I'm saying?
That would be nice. That would be nice.
And we have an individual we just give their island to, so we don't bump into them.
Say the island thing again. What?
We just need to give a table to one of our friends who displays, so he can take all the time he wants, and no one depends on his space.
Yes.
To put our space.
Space.
Yes.
Space.
Our problem children who have time management issues. But yes. Although I did notice that there are a couple comments in the chats asking me when I'm going to do my big Nexo Night display, and that I'm hoping is after I do my new Hashima Cube. It's going to be time for a fun Nexo Night project.
Oh, why don't you do a Nexo Night Moonbase module? Because what? Why not?
Why not? Why not?
Make the castle. Make a big Nexo space castle.
That could very well happen.
Nexo babies.
Nexo babies.
Yeah.
Nexo babies. Hey, speaking of which, I don't know. I know I haven't been on in a while. You guys haven't been talking about rumors, but there's going to be a CMF for space. Have we speculated on what that could or could not include?
We have not talked about this at all.
Collect all 12 city space figures.
See, that's what I'm concerned with. I'm concerned that, they're touting it as space and we're thinking it's classic space, or, maybe it'll have a minifigure from every theme throughout the years, like an updated one for every theme. Or it will be all variations of city space, and we're all going to just cry and get mad.
Not all of us.
I come up on 1414 Falcon Fan Am. I'm either going, oh my gosh, or
Yeah, I guarantee that whatever comes out, Chris will be disappointed.
no, I won't.
He's already disappointed.
Okay, here's my dream. Okay, there are the normal run of figures, and they are updated. They are updates of a lot of classics, like all that kind of thing. And then there's one that's the classic space guy, but it's a random color, and there's going to be a whole spread of different colors that are random in per box, just to drive us absolutely. It will be fantastically and aggravating at the same time, but awesome, because you could get a purple one, you could get a chartreuse one, you could get a pink one. If you get the classic space guy.
God, I hope that's not happening.
You're just setting yourself up for tears. Don't.
All I know is that if it's what I'm hoping that it is, which is again a variation of updated versions of all the different themes throughout the years, and that's the way that they're going to kind of work it. That's cool, because then I'll only want like one case, just one set.
One case, whatever.
However, what
shall we tour your basement and see how many gifts with purchase you've got stacked high and deep down there with the Ark of the Covenant stuck behind it?
Well, the problem that really happened and blew everything away was when they came out with that little blue space baby in the series. It was only 3 per case, so of course I had to get all of them. But what I would like, and I'm hoping, is that they will give us another color of space baby in these.
I just want you to clip that segment where he said one each. Save it.
You're going to be elbowing old ladies and grandmas buying their grandkids' birthday presents. Get out of the way! And grabbing the box and running out of the store, throwing money at the cashier as you haul out the door.
Yeah, that could happen. It could happen.
And you're going to throw it in your car as you run across to the TJ Maxx next door just to see if maybe they have one. So,
well, actually, that's where you would find the Halloween heads that are showing up again too.
Did I say Arch of the Covenant? Anyway,
I got Halloween hits.
Okay, so I built, guys. Can I show you? I'm almost done. I'll go ahead and show what I built. I built. Da, da, da. Here we go.
Ooh.
That's an excellent bus.
Thank you very much.
And it's got your new classic colors to it, which is the 70s retro color on the back there.
Mm-hmm. Got some 70s retro color. It does open up for play value. So it's got all the interiors going. I even have, because I didn't want to do an internal door, I did the sci-fi cheat of putting lights around a door frame and calling that force field airlock right there. So you see that right there?
I agree with it completely.
But here's the cool thing: the doors. This door to get out. This door flips down, and then this door, which is flush, pops up a little bit. So there's your exit of the spaceship. There's one on both sides there.
That's
so
cool. And you know what I love about that is that it's the Sandlin airlock door.
Yep.
The flip
Yep.
down.
There you go. And it's got classic Giddens gear in the front, and I got to finish the bottom greebles and some interior. There's got to be a bathroom, and I got a spot for it. I got to build it. So
Can't have it without a bathroom.
that's right. So I think the purpose of it is like a privateer explorer, a space version of a Jacques Cousteau will be aboard, and there it is. So
Space.
I can see
called
that. Yeah,
I called it Space Zizou.
I like it.
Yeah, it's gotta have basically you gotta have a Bill Murray figure in there.
Yep.
Yeah, get the Bill Murray out of the Ghostbuster set and put him in a spacesuit. That'd be fun.
Ooh,
There you go.
I like that.
Really not a bad idea.
And maybe give me a little stocking cap with his spacesuit and put him in a big thing.
Oh,
Pat-
seriously?
You're
Yeah,
talking-
you have to now. You have to now.
I'm on board.
Yeah,
Right. I can make that happen.
you better.
Now, had I got the Friends astronaut figures and then thrown magenta on this would have been a friendship timber ship in a minute, but I don't have those and I didn't want to do it. So much to Meredith's chagrin, she was like, you got to put magenta on it, make it friendship timber. So how many people will be on the crew? It depends on who's ticked off the captain, probably 3 though. And here's the thing, it'll have 2 bunks, so they're hot bunks. I think of these things as I'm building it. How many people are on board? How many cups are on board for them to eat? How many beds? And if there's not enough beds per person, they're hot bunks, and so they share bunks. And trust me, while I'm building this stupid stuff, I think of all these things. So
That's all you. I agree with you, Mark.
You got to do the glasses push on that one.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I do it.
So I'm gonna derail the show as fast as I possibly can, real quick.
We've been waiting on it. It's been late.
So just real quick, I don't know about anybody else, but the line of Animal Crossing coming out in March, I am absolutely over the moon for.
Couldn't care less.
So there.
It's
You know what I'm gonna
fabulous.
do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do monochrome. Oh wait, I don't care.
No, you don't.
Oh wait, I'm gonna. Nope. Bowie doesn't matter either. No, I'm kidding. Bowie does matter. Just not the one.
I was gonna say, dude, there will be people coming to your house.
Yo, Bowie matters.
Yeah.
I don't know how popular that game. I mean, I remember when everybody was playing. that game.
42 million copies have been
Still being
sold.
played, or just historically?
No. This one specific game has sold. It is Nintendo's. It's the Nintendo Switch's second best selling game of all time.
Yeah.
So then, yes, it's popular.
It's
Yeah,
kind
it's
of a lot.
popular. But is it still being played a lot? I mean, 'cause I
Correct.
remember everybody playing it online and
Yep.
stuff like that. I mean,
It's about to hit its 5th year anniversary, and it is still going strong. There are people. I'm part of a group on Facebook that are coming in daily asking dumb questions. So it's
Wow.
being played and replayed and
Noobs.
noobs all day long, and I'm just laughing at them. And I've been playing this game for I think 2 years solid.
cool.
And me and Isabel are getting married now.
There you go.
So this is one of the characters that helps you with your town.
Can
But
I
yeah,
say-
no, I'm excited. I think it's going to be great, and I might move from castle over to town, and based off of what they've got going on, and do a village of my own, an island of my own from the game, based off of their initial. Makes it easy on me. There you go. Cos.
And
Yep.
plays every day. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah.
So my question is, what is Animal Crossing?
It's anamorphic animals that you get to hang out with and get stuff for and get stuff from. And yeah,
So they're like Digipets, but you play online.
you play online, they move in and out of your town, they send you stuff in the mail. just it's a relaxing no-brainer.
So it's kind of like Sims, but for animals.
Yeah, I grow flowers and trees, and I can poop in a toilet and it actually works.
I can do that in real life.
I mean, but why would you? You can go fishing, swimming. You can catch bugs.
We can go to a break game and catch more bugs than we ever want to.
I tell you, one of the things that I like the most is like, so there's a frog that walks and talks. Well, you can also catch a frog with a fishing pole and then give that caught frog to the frog as a pet.
Does the people for ethical treatment of animals know about this game?
I don't care.
I'm gonna ask a serious question because I know what it means in the South. If you sit on a frog in that game, does that mean the same thing as when I tell my son that I sat on the frog? Is that?
I've never heard that expression.
This
This is a
Really?
new colloquialism for me as well.
You never said, "Oh, I done sat on or stepped on or sat on a frog."
stepped
Never.
on the frog all the time. Yeah.
Sat on a frog. You
Or
sat on a
what
frog.
is the other one? We stepped on a barking spider. Yeah.
Bunch of sparking spider.
North
Yeah.
American barking spiders.
There you go. But I've heard people compare it up to Fabuland.
Yeah,
Because
that would be
the
fun.
heads are going to be molded, so you're going to get animal heads to put on your minifigs.
I'm all for that.
So it's basically like
Long-awaited Animal Farm mock that I've been thinking of.
so.
All-
We had a real live
animal medical.
Animal Crossing event this weekend.
What?
We were dog sitting, and Thomas went out to walk a dog through our neighborhood, and a turtle was trying to commit suicide by crossing the road, and so he fearlessly ran out there, picked up. So he had a turtle in one hand and a dog leash in the other, and somehow navigated his way back to the house. At which point, I come home from a meeting, and he's like, "Yeah, my leg's hurting too much. Can you take the turtle down to the lake?"
Is that a euphemism?
He had put the turtle in like a large Tupperware container, and he thought maybe the turtle. So he put water in because the turtle was kind of hot. So he's like, "I'm gonna chill the turtle down," and then he had sprinkled in like lettuce around it, but the turtle was completely disinterested in lettuce. The whole thing was kind of hilarious.
I would have put him on the stove and then told you that was what's for dinner.
Turtle soup. Mm.
That sounds like a chima.
It
They're
is.
not violent.
I have a question for Dana about the Dream set.
Yeah.
So I was kind of on the fence. I saw that set for sale at Costco, but I passed it. Is it a good parts pack, would you say, or does it have a lot of standard parts?
It depends on what kind of parts you consider parts pack to be good for. I mean, there's a lot of tree type elements, I would say.
Allow me to rephrase, Your Honor. Are there new parts and new colors in that set? A lot.
Oh, now that's the question.
Let's see. Well, I mean, you get these funky blue things. for
Yeah.
sure. You get the angled things, the angled
Yeah.
pipe pieces.
Can you give him the big screen? I'm trying to
Zoom
see.
in on this, eh?
Eh?
Yeah.
All right. So, like, you know, the new things that are showing up on the Z Blob and Mr. Bunchu, they're in reddish brown on
The
here.
thick trunk pieces.
Like trunk pieces that are angled.
Okay.
I got your big trunk. Oh, never mind.
I'm pretty sure that you get a lot of flowers or leaves
Wires.
in azure.
Nice.
You get the leaf piece in blue, which is new.
New. Yes. Yes. It seems like there's a lot of brown.
There is a lot of brown. You get tan windows in multiple different things. I'm not so sure. I mean, other than the flowery pieces, everything else is pretty much standard.
Okay.
So I got a question for Dana. It's legit.
Okay.
Can you take 4 sets and put them together and make a huge tree?
I
Or
would
is
assume-
that
I would
huh?
assume you could. I
Okay.
would assume with a little bit of work, you could easily do that.
okay? That's what I figured. I just wanted to hear you say it.
The
I
other
actually
question,
thought about that when I was building. I'm like, I wonder if you could take a couple more of these. It would definitely require more than 2 copies.
Sure.
So I would definitely say either that 4 would probably be the right answer for that.
Nice. I like
did
it.
improve your dreams since you got it?
No, it's not. I'm
Maybe
still
take 4 of those.
wishing that I was a college professor.
Okay, well, I will say, and I don't want to be a naysayer. I have heard 0 of my kids at church or anywhere else really care about the dream set. I haven't heard kids talk about it at all. So
I got 1, and he's watching the show and wants all the sets.
Do you say
Okay.
wait for clearance? Oh,
Have
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Clarence.
Have you asked your kids if they've heard about it, Chris?
I talk Lego with those guys all the time. So
Now, how old are they?
birth to 10, 11. So you know what I'm saying? So
So it's the right range.
yeah. But I mean, they're not really jazzed about it. But I don't know if that's an indicator totally. But I don't want it to be another hidden side. But the sets are great. They look really cool. So, but I don't think
I'm a
they're
fan.
grandma grabbers. You know what I'm saying? That grandma's buying something for little Jimmy for his birthday. She's not going to walk in and go, "What is this rabbit robot? I'll get him a truck and go get him a Tonka or something." I don't know.
I think you just said grandma's lack of imagination.
Old people, am I right? Oh wait,
Yeah.
never mind.
Speaking of old people, you know what my son did today? He went to college. He started his college classes today.
Nice.
You must feel so old.
I do. I am not okay.
Mine went back to Dairy Queen.
The best news today was that he came in and said, "Dad, the books in the class are free." And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's what we're doing these days.
I like it.
That's amazing, actually. I mean, my first bookstore purchase about freaking gave me a heart attack when I was 18.
Thomas said one semester at Oglethorpe, he had to buy 44 books for all of his classes.
That's insane.
That's a lot of money.
Seminary was like that. Seminary, I had Baptist history, and the professor said, "This book you're going to have to read for me is badly translated from German." And I'm like, where in the world? Why do I want to read this book? And it was so difficult to read. So it's awful.
You guys really know how to party in seminary.
Yeah, we do. Two space things. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
sure do.
I told my students, I said, publishers used to send me free copies of American Government. And so one time I sat down 4 different American textbooks and I picked one topic and I sat them side by side and I kind of flipped through the pages and I realized that there's very little difference from one book to the other. And then I thought, well, heck, I might as well use a free book that's online. It's like, what's the value added if they have to spend $50 on a book versus a free book? So I made the jump to free quite a while ago.
I can remember at Tech, especially the architecture history, you got this like $100 book with big pictures and stuff like that, and it was one that you could put on your coffee table. But I don't have a coffee table and I don't want it. And they literally gave me $5 when you resold that back to the bookstore because the professor changed books, or whatever.
Yeah.
Such a hose, man.
Because architecture trends change so rapidly that they can't use last year's book.
Could you have
That's
used
right.
the
That
book
door
as
is
a
right up
coffee
the door.
table? No.
More of
One
a
of-
Corinthian column than a Doric, you know what I'm saying?
One of the lessons that I learned in college that you can't always trust people is we got to the end of the semester and this guy that I didn't know very well, he's like, "Hey, can I borrow your math book?" And because he's like, "I'm taking the final, on a different." He wasn't in my class. It was like, "I'm taking this other final like a week later, and I lost my book." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll loan it to you." Yeah, he took the book and returned it to the bookstore for money. It was like money, knowing that guy, and I was like, learned a lesson.
And let me guess, did he buy a doobie with it?
I don't know. I'm guessing he bought beer. That's that was his vice. But yeah.
Mark has a rather large red. Is that? And let's see your progress there, dude. Or is it? Oh, it's secrets. Is it secrets? You don't have to share secrets.
Not necessarily, because it doesn't look like much right now, but we're getting somewhere.
That's
Nah,
got
I
some
like
legs on it.
Got legs and it knows how to use them.
You guys don't make Matthew sing.
I know.
Sorry about
We
that.
didn't make him sing, but we're gonna make him stop.
Okay.
Hey, I actually want to talk about the Concord. Do y'all want to talk about the Concord?
Sure.
Concord, New Hampshire.
Yes, Concord, New Hampshire. Fine city.
Map
All
talk.
right. So, what do we think of? What do we think of this thing? Is this important enough to make a set, or is I don't know.
European Vanity Project.
This October is the 20th anniversary of the last flight, so I think that's why they did it now.
Oh my goodness, we're old.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
did it fly after it caught on fire? Because I got a drawer of fire pieces that can fix this. So that's
Wow.
not funny. There it is in the funky position. And for those of you who think that looks weird, that's the way it looked. But new pieces is that looks like is that a 6x or whatever 3 cone right there? Do y'all see that? That's actually really cool. Or is that another 4 to? I don't know what size is that?
It's looks like a 4 to a 6 or 4 to an 8. No, 4 to 6.
4 to 6.
I think it's a 4 to 6.
That's cool though. New engine-y part. I'm really impressed that this thing the wing is brick built like it is with no huge Technic support or weird, sideways Technic pieces. Looks like going through there, which is kind of impressive.
Yeah, actually, can we see the top down view? Oh wow, it is. Okay,
Yeah, see that? I mean, there's
Yeah.
some snotting going on, but that's just all brick.
that's all brick.
Yeah.
That will be interesting to see how it's done.
Yeah. I don't think you can grab that by the wing and pick it up. So
What she said.
So what interests me, and I don't care at all about this airplane personally, but I built the UCS Imperial Shuttle, which has obviously 2 big wings, and those wings were all white rounded Technic pieces threaded through with a bunch of pins. And I wonder if they would use this technique and maybe come out with another version of the Star Wars Imperial Shuttle using this approach, if it would work. So I am curious just about the structural stability of this.
yeah, I mean, there is a bunch of junk going on with the engines so there's probably some Technic kind of hidden in there doing some support, but that's a lot of brick laying out there without any Technic in it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the fact that it's snotted. I mean, because
Mhm.
when we got the shuttle, the Discovery, it's all plate built and tiles on top with a nice little curvature around the edges with some tiles and stuff like that. But this is, it's not built, so it's got to have some weird connection somewhere to lock it all together.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean,
single brick across,
Yeah.
like thickness.
yeah, I mean, Mike Psyche probably had his hands in this, but those shuttle wings and that Explorer wing was his magic.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, this is all landing geary, I guess, stuff. It's boring. All right, it's Technic. There it is. Look at the little seats made out of the.
Oh, that's clever.
You can
And
put your
look, there's
space
the toilet.
babies in it.
There's the toilet.
There's the tiny toilet.
Does it
But
work?
hey, it's your your MacGyver brick there making a tiny toilet. So there you go.
Yep.
Well, Chris, I think you need to buy it and tell us how it works together.
Sure.
Well, you just flush it. That's how it works. Oh wait. So
All right.
I got to weigh in here on this, Chris.
Okay.
Why is there some kind of celebratory reason we're having this set? Is it just because of the big boy collections? Is there somebody into this that I don't know about?
I think it has a prestige more in European markets. It was.
Oh, okay.
it was considered to be an achievement. It was a joint project of France and in England, and
Enough said. I got you.
so
Totally.
I suspect it will sell much better in those countries.
Yeah. It's like the soccer sets. I got you.
Very much.
So- All right, so it's time for us to review the AFOL representative ad person here, and yeah, I don't understand why he lives in a bunker.
Still stand firm that is Kylo Ren.
It is a loft. He's loft condo living. Loft condo.
He actually is in the bunker, and he still thinks the Concorde flies to this day.
This guy does
Last
not.
time he saw the light of day, the Concorde zoomed overhead. And
This guy does not look like he hangs out with the woman who was building the other set that looks like in her spare time she was going to give a talk about Kierkegaard. Like, I don't even think these two people are friends.
Is that table from IKEA?
well, the piece of retro luggage there in the corner where it's molded with black mold, that's that's okay, I guess.
The mold.
Is that a crystal skull right there?
See, I thought that was his change bowl.
Oh.
It could be.
And again, Lego blesses us in their advertising with these hand hewn porcelain bowls that you can separate your Lego into. I don't know. They're sitting with its very one blue ball and whatever that implies.
So we sell that shredded paper on the bottom at the
Oh.
Dollar Tree. That's where that came from.
Nice.
By the bag. Here, have
You
some
know what?
shredded
You know what my Lego needs is a box of Rafa. You know, that's what it needs. So
paper. There you go.
okay, and this is not concrete. This is bolted in paneling that looks like concrete.
They call that concrete board.
I guess
thought it was-
he's got a very colorful area here, but when his mood changes, he then gets in this mood and puts it over in the dark corner.
I'm getting the distinct feeling that Chris does not want to use this set for one of his, summer church things. After all,
I could. That would be cool.
You know, that does look like a good parts pack.
Well, if you're Chris.
if you like white,
It's true. Yeah, I gotta have a new supply of white brick that's not yellowing on me as I get older. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about this set? What is the price on it? It is, what's the stats here? $199 for 2,083 parts. That's not a bad. Well, considering this is mostly brick, that's not a bad price.
No.
Oh, I like the. Did you see the display thing here? That little. I'm sure it's printed now. They don't sticker those. That's actually kind of cool. The little display there. That's pretty neat.
So is it a 3-in-1? No. Okay.
Yes, it's a 3-in-1.
you can also build the Imperial shuttle with the leftover parts.
All right. Is anybody interested? If you had the $200, would you drop it on this or would you drop it on something else?
So the entire line of Animal Crossing when it comes out in March is supposed to be $180. I'll take that all day. Thank you, sir.
Next. Anybody else?
Yes.
Personally, I wouldn't buy it, but I do know there are a lot of airplane enthusiasts that would. I mean, they've had the Boeing Dreamliner years ago. They had like the old early 2000s airplanes that came out, the Stopwith Camel and the Red Baron and things like that. So I'm pretty sure there's a market for it.
See, I would have bought the Stop with Candle if I would. That was right about the time I got back into buying sets. So I wish I had bought the Stop with Camel.
I gave my brother a Sopwith Camel and my other brother a Red Baron back in the day for Christmas. Did they build it? No, it's still in the box at both of their houses. I'm like, if you just guys wanted to share that with me, Bricklink, when you wanted to, that would be fine.
Just tell them to re-gift it to you.
That's right.
I just want to know what he's giving my brother a Red Baron.
I
think I got
honestly
the
thought
minutes.
this was about to be a joke, and not that you actually gave
Yeah.
it.
I've heard of
No,
giving a
my
sock
brother's
to
into
camel.
model air. My brother is into model airplanes. He used to have a big diorama of model airplanes that I destroyed when he was in college and I was in first grade. That kind of thing. So I was trying to be nice and give him something cool and in my world, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool, shelf." So
Sounds like he still hasn't forgiven you.
no, he hasn't. That when I was 10, they got my Garfield hung it up by a noose, took a picture of it with a Polaroid, and I never saw Garfield again.
Well
To this
done.
day, I don't know what they did with Garfield.
Was it what now? The day they took the picture, was it a Monday? Because I hear Garfield's not a fan.
It was Sunday. He didn't make it to Monday that week.
Oh
so-
my God! At least they gave him lasagna for his last meal. I'll be here all night, folks. Enjoy the veal.
Gil is in the room. I couldn't see the chat while I was over there. Hello, Gil. Good to see you. Cosbricks is here. I don't know if I said hello to everybody. Do you think Elon will ever try to work his SpaceX designs in the Lego? I don't think so. Although we have a guy in our lug who has made Starship One or whatever you call that thing out of the
Actually-
silvery bricks.
And actually, there's somebody in Australia who did a 5-foot SpaceX with the gantry and everything. It's very impressive. So there's a market out for it there. I'm impressed they haven't done something yet for SpaceX.
And Moto made the comment. He said that the jet is massive. It is. If you look at one of the promo pictures where there's like a pilot, well, probably that guy with the long hair is all tucked up in his captain's hat. He's dressed as a pilot. He's holding that thing. It is actually really, really, really big. So,
But if we
That's
made
a-
4 of them, could we make it bigger? Life size, maybe? No. Stop.
you add water.
Good.
I've heard that.
When we're done with this topic, there's the Lego Insider VIP thing too, right?
What was that, man? What was that, Jeff?
There's the Lego VIP changing to Lego Insiders as well. That came up today.
Oh yeah, we may talk about that on Thursday when we get. Maybe we can dig out some more info.
Yeah.
I don't know what that really means. The last time that they messed with our accounts, half of us were locked out of our accounts and had to call customer service and get them to fix it. So that was an IT nightmare. And half the time you could never log into your Lego Ideas or to vote on stuff because, I don't know. So, yeah, Mark was locked out of that forever, right?
I'm still locked out of it. I can't vote on Lego Ideas to this day. I have emailed Lego. I have emailed customer service. I have emailed Lego IT. I can't vote on ideas.
Maybe this will fix that.
Yeah, maybe this whole thing will correct it, and I'll be like, hey, I can vote.
One would hope.
Maybe you'll just open a new.
You're just voting everywhere, voting for all of it. Just click, 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 click.
Click. So I think Minifig Collector was asking about. There's another rumored $100 space set, also supposed to be coming out. So I don't know. I got Breaking Up Brad sent me a message. He's like, "Who did you guys, kidnap to them start doing all this space stuff?" I'm like, until I
I'm
see
glad
it.
you said kidnap rather than what I thought he was going to say.
Well, wait a minute. We got in trouble for using that word before, so maybe
It's
I won't say
true.
it.
And it was Gil, and it was all right. We're off
Yeah.
on Facebook again, I'm sure.
But it involved the Canadians, so who knows? But again, as we were talking about the supposed CMF of space figures, this other set for $100, it could all be NASA related. Not that I would have a problem with NASA related, but it could be just city space stuff, and how that would hurt so bad.
Because we all long for some more Launch Command from the mid '90s, right? I'm just
No.
bring it.
No, I want some spaciness. I want some science fiction, but close to reality type scenarios. Give it to me.
Here's what it's going to be. It's going to be insectoids and UFO and RoboForce, and I'm going to scream my head off.
Wait, why not just throw Explorians in there to make it an even 4? Come on.
I like the Explorians.
Now, Chris, I have to admit though, I have been diving in deep on the late to mid 90s, and I know that is the redheaded stepchild for you of space. But there are some gems in there. There are some gems in there. So.
There's also corn in my crap. It doesn't mean I'm going to dig them out. You're welcome.
You might want to see somebody about your digestion issues.
No, there's corn in all of us big guys crap.
I don't remember having corn.
TMI.
Got a rosebud in there for you.
It's starchy.
Yeah, we lost Jeff. Is there anybody else in Canada? Can you jumpstart your beaver, engines or whatever, and get them going in? Put some maple syrup in it. I don't know.
Somebody get back on that wheel.
Well, he's not completely lost it because he's able to message. So
It's you.
He's doing the cat butt thing.
It's all about the cat butt.
Yeah. All right. So Lego Master, you mentioned it. Lego Masters announced that they were doing season 5.
I did not mention any names.
No, you did not. That's true. You did not. But let's mention that some people have been getting Instagram messages. I have not. Thank you very much.
Have not either.
Did you get it one?
I did not respond though.
They decided they don't want me after season 1.
Well, I mean, the reality is that after the difficulties my wife had to go through while I was in Chicago, it's not even worth my time and effort to audition, because even if they offered it to me, I'd probably have to turn it down because I can't be gone for 6 weeks or 4 weeks, much less 2 weeks.
So. They're going to reply, well, she should just be your partner.
Oh, they would probably want that, but there's no way she can do that. So, Butt Chop and I are going to do a conversation about Nexo Nights one night. So just FYI.
Cool. That'd be fun.
I'd pay to see that.
He's got to rebuild his fortress that he stepped. It was either his fortress or his castle that he fell on. So yeah, but yeah, we're gonna. I'm seriously needing. I do want to do some serious Nexo Night trolling with the Ericsons, and the fact that I got a pop up in my Facebook reminder that Mark had bought his anniversary castle, and so I had to troll him with some Nexo Nights, and it just kind of gave me a new burst of energy to want to do more Nexo Night trolling.
He says with evil cackle.
I saw it. Fell on Castle Knighton. It's funny.
Castle of Knighton. Which there's some pointy spires on that set, so that could have been dangerous.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, we will probably on Thursday. We will talk about what we can find out. We kicked you out, man. I'm sorry. No, we didn't. Maybe we'll find out more about the VIP program and maybe some information on what is new, and if we might have some insider information, people who are in the land. I know I saw where Liz posted that she was in a study group about that, so I'm gonna ask her what she can. We can discuss it, because I'm interested. If they're making it better for us, great. If it's like, the restaurant that says, "Oh no, you don't get as many points," then it's.
Well, I was in one of the focus groups too, so I can tell you that there won't be too much information, because it was basically about getting our opinions about the name. Is what it really wanted rolling down to. I was kind of like, "Oh, this is what we're talking about, and those are the names you chose, or you want us to choose from?" I don't like any of them. So.
Well, yeah. So it's Lego Insiders versus VIP. So if it's new Coke versus regular Coke, then great. So
I have a feeling that that's really because what they kind of gave us the information about is that like they've stated, it will be one password or one ID to rule them all, kind of thing. You won't have to log in with different things for this, that, and the other. It'll all be in one place. Which is a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, but the last time they tried crap like that, we were all locked out. So
I understand. The fact that I was in this focus group probably about a good year ago. I would assume that they maybe have all their ducks in a row before they're going to release. So we'll see. I mean, the fact that they released a new point of sale system that had, from what I understood, fairly good uptime and hasn't been too much of an issue. There's got to be some improvements going on. So we'll see.
Are you
It's still called a
suggesting
POS.
Lego IT has its act together?
Was that?
Are you suggesting Lego IT has its act together?
Well, being in the IT industry, that doesn't mean that I have faith in them in any way, shape, or form, because every so often things will work correctly, but more than likely it will. There will be problems because there's always problems.
Yeah, this is interesting. That I read this. They're supposedly going to have a database so you can keep track of what you have. No. That's so they can keep track of what you have. So that's
It's kind of like basically saying we're not going to buy Brickset, but we're going to take their ideas and incorporate them into something else.
we're still paying off the Bricklink, the money that we just poured out. So
I don't
we're
know
just
if
gonna
that
copy
was
the next
necessarily such a bad deal for them. I mean, they've got a nice offices and they got a nice big mural that they paid for to be put in their front lobby and stuff like that. So one would assume that it's paying off for them, I guess.
Brick Huntress,
Yes.
friend of the show. Yeah.
Very, and actually, if you get, I mean, unfortunate thing is that we'll never, unless you go to the Bricklink offices, you'll never actually get to see it in person because it's not like it's going to be on display anywhere, which is unfortunate because there's a lot. I mean, it's just cool. It's cool. It's cool to see. So,
Do they psych test you to be on Lego Masters? They do.
to a degree,
I heard someone say they even call the FBI and check you out there. So I don't know what that means.
I did hear, and this may be hearsay, maybe a rumor. I believe that in one of the seasons, somebody who auditioned may or may not have had a adult website at one time, and so they might not have made it onto the show, or they did make it on the show.
No. They were cast on the show.
They were cast on the show.
They were cast on the show.
So there may be reasons why they're doing more extensive background checks on specific people.
We're not included.
Just one butt shop, just one list.
On lists.
Butt Chop claims the FBI knows. They always know. So
I do.
all right. Well, Chop, I would vote for you on the show. I would love to see you on the show. A, because you build quite well, and you would be quite entertaining on the show. So go for it, man. You got me.
But
I think Gil is watching us, but he's like about 30 minutes behind us.
We'll catch up eventually.
That's a very large steak you have there, sir. That's a Duplo steak.
it is a Duplo
Look
steak.
at that chop. This is butt chop.
It is butt chop.
Oh.
Matthew's a little slow
Some
sometimes.
eyeballs. But anyways.
See? Butt chop.
Could also use like the hatchet for the chop.
But I think the T-bone's much better. Much better.
Was he gonna sell it?
Yeah, put that on eBay. Authentic butt chop.
There you go.
Yep.
One of a kind butt chop Lego sculpture.
Everybody wants one now.
Yeah, you make it on the show, man. He's gonna make a mint off of the butt chop thing.
There it is.
That would be true. That would be true.
All right. You know what? It's 10 minutes after, everybody. We have had a great show. Thank you all. It's been a great number of viewers here. So thanks for dropping by. Hit the likes and the subscribes and the bells and the things and the whistles. That would be great and everything. Have a great night, everybody. Be awesome and build awesome. And my kids in college. Have a good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night.